Campino, Sir Mark Todd at the first of the waters, jumping in over that brush arrowhead, and it is hugely wide from front to back. No problems at all there. 8 A, B, C and D, all good for NZB Campino. He's going to leave himself maybe a little bit short of time. At the Tira Lark, Mark Todd close to home now, not going the straight route. Built up that little bit of cushion time-wise. He actually slightly overshoots the alternative, has to jump it back on the angle. He still has 40 seconds to get home from here, just 2 to jump, coming back towards the main arena at the Domaine de Serres. Looks down at his watch, realizes he's not in too much trouble. NZB Campino and Sir Mark Todd. Coming towards home. They're not exactly flying, but they know they've got plenty in hand. Look at that, about 11.5 seconds in hand. 11 minutes, 26 seconds time on course for Mark Todd at NZB Campino, giving us another clearing inside the time, meaning that Mark is on 43.3 penalties and goes into 4th place of our finishers at the moment. Paul Tapner with Indian Mill. This horse did its first 4-star at Badminton this year. Finished inside the top 15. A 42.3 penalty score, putting them in 8th position after dressage. Could go as high as 3rd as things stand. A clear inside the time, just going out, giving himself space before the turn back to get his line over the C and D element of this first water complex. Australian Championship rider Paul Tapner, Indian Mill, world number 25. Well, entering the start box, Tim Price and Wesco for New Zealand, the Lumulin winners in 2014, runners-up this year at Kentucky on the FEI Classic circuit as well. 2 Fisher O'Connor and Mickey Young. Tim, who's the world number 8 at the moment, he won the CCI 3-star at Blair in Scotland with this horse in 2013. On a score of 40 penalties, that was 5th place after 4th at Aachen also this year in the Nations Cup Series. Tim Price and Wesco coming to the first of the waters. Jumps the arrowhead. Just a bit of a neater line than some. Some have gone out and jinked to just create space. Tim stays on the inside line. So Paul comes to the Gué de Poisson. And just a little bit over to the left-hand side means they land back on dry ground and then splash down into the water. But it's not very deep, this water. We saw that up the step and over the fish, and 1:45 to get home from that little bridge. So again, looking good for a clear inside the time. Tim Lips out of the start box with Concrex Beiro. Tim with a former Tim Price rider, in fact, Keyflow. Tim here, ranked inside the world's top 50, rides Concrex Beiro, horse that was 7th at Lumulin this year in its first 4-star. They're on 40.9 and in 7th position after dressage. We're looking at Tim Price and Wesco clear of the Wishing Wells at 12 A and B. So at the Tira Lark, Paul Tapner, Indian Mill, going to go long here. 40 seconds left on the clock. He's still down in a slow canter. Now he picks up the pace. 32, 33 seconds. Looks at his watch. You're going to have to ride this all the way home. 2 more to go for Indian Mill and Paul Tapner to take them into the ring in the finish flags here at Pau. She is clear up to fence number 8, so she's through the first leg. Jumps the last, leaves them with about 10 seconds inside. Clear all the way, 42.3, stays on that score, and up from 8th after dressage, could go as high as 3rd in the classification here of the 4-star of Pau for 2015. At the first water, Tim Lips, Concrex Beiro. Very positive riding from Tim. Part of the world bronze medal winning team for the Netherlands last year at the World Equestrian Games. Clear both parts of the wishing wells. 12A and B for Tim Lips, Conquer-Expero for the Netherlands. Tim Price and Wesco at the Gué de Poisson. Further over to the right-hand side than some we've seen. Wesco, though, shows all his class, pops up that so nicely. I'm not sure we've seen anyone with quite this much time remaining as they jump Henry IV's castle coming to the Tir au Lac. Tim Price, Wesco, jumped the first element. He is going to use that cushion of time he's built up to ride a really nice line to the alternative. He's not wasting an awful lot here. And now gathers up the horse and heads towards home with 53 seconds left, and we've seen it done with about 35. So Tim Price and Wesco are going to be able to finish pulling up, as it were, here inside the time. Tops the penultimate, sets up for the 29th and last, going into the ring here at Pau. His wife was the fastest around the World Equestrian Games course last year. He was the fastest around Giuseppe Della Chiesa's first badminton with Ringwood Skyboy, and today he's 11 minutes 12 here at Pau. Clear and inside the time. It could move him up as high as third on his score of 40.0. Tim Lips, Conquer-Expero, going the straight route here at the Gué de Piste at 19. And now clear the corner at 20. Astia over the second on course. Pierre